Well, when we set up, I could see some of my cows were underneath some trees in front of me. So really, to have a safe shot, I could only shoot to my right or to my left. I turned on the call, fully expecting not to see a coyote, because like I mentioned, we hunt them pretty hard right behind the house. Well, it wasn't long, and I see a coyote cut off from the right. This coyote's kind of going away from the call, but I realize he's making a huge loop, and I'm watching the cows to keep track of where this coyote is going. This coyote circled about a quarter of a mile around us. I couldn't believe it. Then all of a sudden, I hear turkeys right to our left. I know that either this coyote or another predator is dropping down on us. Sure enough, we look to our left, the coyote pops out only about 40 yards from us. I have to turn on my Bog-Pod, but I shoot this coyote right in the center of the chest, and he drops in the snow right there. That's the same coyote that we saw over here, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Has to be. It's probably a mid-sized, smaller dog. Came out over here to our right, and it was so awesome because I looked over and I said, "Coyote to the right." And we're right behind my house. I hunt these coyotes pretty hard, and we're on my place. And let me turn this down. What was awesome, I set the Fox Pro up underneath the tree. This coyote popped out to the right. He went around, we watched him go. I never got a clear shot. He was about 300 yards and I was on him, ready to shoot. And for Cole, who's running the camera, he kept going, no, he's behind the trees. Circled all the way around, and I'm watching my cows and I can see where he's at, even though I can't see him because my cows are looking. And then I see him looking to the left. So I know he went up there, and then all of a sudden we heard the turkeys start, we heard some turkeys on the hill start, they got all upset, started putting. Cole all of a sudden says, right here to the left. And I'm like, what is it? I don't know if it's a bobcat, a coyote, a fox. He said, coyote. And I mean, that coyote's only 35 yards. I'm gonna get up and walk right to him. But first, stand right here. You gotta look at the cows because they helped us out. Check that out. I was watching the cows, and a lot of times watching other animals, you get an indication of what's going on. And that's a prime example right there, because not only did the cows let me know where that coyote was, but all of a sudden when we heard the turkeys here, we knew something was going on. Take a look at this dog. Let's walk over here and get this dude. Look at this. What a setup that was. You know, this is pretty awesome because we were hunting right behind my house. You know, I've got some calves that should be dropping here soon. My neighbor last year had some problems with coyotes killing some of his calves, so I really wanted to thin them down, and I hunt them pretty hard back here. And this coyote's a prime example. I've probably called this coyote in before. He's probably either winded us, may have been one that was with another coyote that we shot, because that coyote came out to our right, went, I mean, had to go almost a quarter mile, went all the way around the cows, all the way up around the ridge here, circled around, and came down right on top of us on the downwind side. You can see I only had a second to make that happen. I mean, I was on my Bog-Pod, so I was steady, but it was a quick shot, because in another second, I think this guy would have switched ends and taken off.